York Post today that he doesn't care about the polling. He doesn't care about what the American people think, and he may put troops on the ground. He took this is going to be a few-day war, to now it's going to be maybe 4 weeks or more. I want to say, what is happening to the man that I supported, you supported, the man that denounced what happened in Iraq, the man that said no more foreign wars, no more regime change, promise it on the campaign. J.D. Vance promised it. Tulsi Gabbard promised it. All of them promised it. And we're a year in, and we're in another fucking war, and we've got American troops being killed. I think it's time for America to rip the Band-Aid off, and we need to have a serious conversation about what the fuck is happening to this country, and who in the hell are these decisions being made for, and who is making these decisions.
The President of the United States of America is a fucking pedophile! And the Israelis gathered blackmail on him through Jeffrey Epstein for fucking decades, knowing that if they could get that cocksucker into the fucking Oval, then they would finally get exactly what they have wanted for the past 47 years, which is to destroy Iran. That is the state of this fucking world. Because the President of the United States of America is a fucking pedophile! And the Israelis gathered blackmail on him through Jeffrey Epstein for fucking decades, knowing that if they could get that cocksucker into the fucking Oval, then they would finally get exactly what they have wanted for the past 47 years, which is to destroy Iran! That is the state of this fucking world.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Call Holayam La, Al-Banawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak, Dash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So we are literally witnessing Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai stripping Babylon the Great of its success, its prosperity, its glory, and covering this whore, this slut, okay, this prostitute with the shame, the dirt, everything that it has deserved for so long, man. So that throne it doesn't exist anymore, man. Okay, all these people here in Babylon the Great are being brought low, right back to their rightful positions as the base nation that they are, man. Okay, because that throne that they once pedestalized and put themselves upon and glorified their history and spoke very proudly, you know, now you see the downfall, and you're starting to actually feel the vibration that was always amongst Israel. You're starting to feel the pressure, the oppression, you know, everything that we had to go through. This is just the beginning stages of those repercussions and consequences that you have to drink out of that cup. Okay, so you know, this is the beginning of the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, who is the biblical Hebrew Edomites. Okay, and this place, it's no more going to be tender, no more going to be a virgin, no more going to be untouchable, no more going to be looked at as a precious delicacy to be amongst and to be around, and to also to come here and live that so-called American dream, man. And what we're seeing, Salakia. Hey, yo, Esau is running amok, man. Esau is hurt. These devils is hurt. Salakia. Oh my God, these devils is hurt. But what we're seeing is prophecy being we're seeing prophecy come to life and unfold right before our eyes, man. So let's let the Bible talk. Let's grab a few more precepts and we're going to close out. We're going to get straight to the point on this one. I don't want to rock this eye, it's not long. So this is St. Mark chapter 3. Y'all know where I'm going. I'm going to read verses 24 to 26. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Because, at one point, these devils, these cave animals, they always stuck together. Even if the evidence and everything pointed against them and made them look a certain type of way and also showed forth that they were wrong, they still stuck together. There were no divisions amongst them. But the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is intensely upon the earth, with also him rising up his prophets and declaring the judgments, the prophecies, re-educating his people, awakening, activating his elect, etc. All these things that were told in the last days are occurring. So with that happening, it's causing a division and causing the downfall, of this beast, of this system, of the rulership of, again, the Hebrew Edomites, man. So that division is the main start of a downfall of a kingdom, because when we fell, we were divided. Mark 3 verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And you also got these Edomite households, man and woman. You got one, just like you just had. You had I believe Hillary, was it down now? Salaki, it was damn, who was that daggone hooker's name, man? Well, who ran for who ran with Trump, going against Trump for the last presidency. And a lot of people voted, which it was a lot of Israelite women and Israelite men that voted for Kamala. That's her damn Chlamydia Harris. A lot of people voted for her, man. But I believe the Edomite woman voted for Trump. But you have division in the household with the stuff that's going on, and these Edomite women seeing what's happening to their nation and how their husbands is thought process on all these matters, and then now they're the divorce rate, which it's just always been high, but it's actually getting higher and higher now, man. And which we know that Rebecca's always wanted a melanated man, preferably an Israelite. First starting off with Southern Kingdom, then all going down to the so-called Hispanics, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. Mark chapter 3 verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan, the devil goes against the devil, rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. And the only reason why, again, because it's of prophecy, it's of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, is because these middle class blue collar devils that work, they're realizing that their white privilege and their benefits are being stripped away from them. They're finally waking up, which has been going on. It's been going on. They're finally waking up to notice that their taxes, the help, the aid, everything that the government has in store that's supposed to be for the United States is actually going to the you-wish people. And again, that has always been occurring. That has always happened. But it's also been bills that have been put into place, that they signed into place, that basically you Americans, you fund the retirement, the life insurance, the health insurance for these people. Okay? And again, which these things have already been in play, but they've actually made it public and signed bills and made it known that that's their goal. It's not America first. It never was America first. Even before now, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, it was still what they're doing now first. It was never America first. Okay, and then people are so stupid, you don't even realize that, man. You know, just like the IRS, man, that's a private entity that has nothing to do with the government, man. You know, Title 4D, child support, that has nothing to do with the government, private entity, which is all made under the color or code of law, which is against the law. Okay, which is a foreign policy. Okay, but you people are so damn stupid. Okay, at one point, you were holding your butt cheeks open, and Esau was using lube and everything else for you while he was raping you. But now, he got you down, locked down, and he ain't using no lubrication, nothing. You just getting effed. Okay, and now you want to act like you want to make a stance and you don't want to take it. Y'all ain't doing nothing yet, man. Okay, but let's continue. Okay, because these are who they worship, and they people in general, man. They children, man. Your king is a child, man. Your whole nation of men is children. Okay, because that's the type of mindset that you have. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 16. Woe to thee, so death, destruction, judgment to this land. Anybody that cleaves on to these customs, these philosophies, okay, how they govern everything which is abominable, wicked, perverse, okay, corrupted, okay, complete contrary towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua, towards the rightful way, all right, towards the righteous way, Salaki, let's say it like that. Ecclesiastes 10 verse 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child. And again, Trump, every other president that's been in office, you know, your Congress, your Senates, all your people that have a high status in rulership in Babylon the Great, they're all children. Okay, Esau's nothing but big kids, man. Again, especially the men, because when they don't get their way, they throw a tipper tantrum, if I'm saying that right. They have an attitude, they have a hissy fit, all that, man. Okay, because Esau Edom's nothing but a big child, man. Okay, and thy princes eat in the morning, and what do they eat? They eat the bread of wickedness, man. They eat what is desirable to them, and right now, what's desirable to them is formulating and continuing to finish the construction of their NWO. And there are a lot of things that have to occur. War is one of the main things that have to occur. Okay, because at the end of the day, it may be televised and advertised to society about a certain thing, how they're going on, but behind closed doors, there's agreements. There's laughter. There's embracement, and we know what they do, but also having drinks and cheering and all types of things, man, because they're all seeing eye to eye for one goal. Okay, they want to put you people in slavery, man. They want to, have complete dominion over your soul, man. They want to know your every step, your every move, man. So, you Edomites that had, again, white privilege, which you're not white, nobody's black. Which you had all these benefits, all this leadway. Hey, you're going into captivity, man. Okay? At least they think that's what's going to happen. Okay, but it's going to be an awakening when the Lord sends Yahweh Shah HaMashiach back, man. And y'all spoke so highly of y'all forefathers, y'all presidents. Y'all spoke highly of Trump. And now, you're trying to denounce what is going on when you're the same people. And again, the only reason why you're speaking up, you have an attitude, you're upset, because it's not for your benefit. Okay? Luke 16 verse 15. And he, Yahushua, said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men. And that's a clear example of an Edomite. They always. It never fails. They always attempt to justify their wickedness, man. They always attempt to justify like somebody has done them wrong when they're the one doing everybody else wrong. Okay? But the Most High, okay, but Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, knoweth your hearts. The Lord knows your heart. You're the bases of men. You people are not fit to rule yourselves. You people are not fit, okay, to rule anything. You need guidance. You need to be put in submission. You need to be put in change, man. Look at the state of everything around you. Look at the state of the earth. Look at the state of the ocean. Look at the state of the heavens. Look at the state of all the animals, man. Okay, look at the torture, the torment, the suffering of the earth under your rulership, man. Everything is poison. You're literally surrounded by death, because that's all you bring forth is death. For that which is highly esteemed among men, so again, your forefathers, your presidents, your congressmen, y'all esteem these men as, in high regard. You looked at these men at one point as your role models. You looked at these men at one point, as you trusted in their leadership. Now, now that everything's being stripped from you, which is of prophecy, you feel like you've been done wrong. No, you know what it's called? It's called you reap what you sow. And as the world say, karma, but there's no such thing. Okay, it's just the Lord finally putting that belt to your ass, man. That long suffering, being prepped and having the first test run before the whole full throttle comes into play in the kingdom, man. So right now, y'all really should be just living it up, man. Because nothing is going to change. You putting up these videos, you marching, people going down to, there's so many videos, man. You got people going down, walking around DC, talking to the government officials, and are you America first or such and such first? It's not going to make a difference, man. It's about to get to the point where you're not going to be able to do none of those things. It's about to be a point that's going to be a lot of boots on the ground, a lot of AR-15s, and a lot of hard hats with UN on them. A lot of restrictions on your so-called freedom. It's a lot of things that are really about to be, because it's trust and believe, man, which is of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It's going to be an insurrection. It's going to be sedition, but you people are going to have to be pushed to your limits. And what's going to make that happen? When your money's being messed with, your freedoms are being messed with again. Okay, all the things that you still have the ability to do. Okay, but let's close out, man, because and again, there's nothing that's changed about what president that has not done any wickedness to any nation, dropped any bombs on any nation while they were in office. What president has not done anything of that nature? I'll wait. Because DJ Trump doing what he doing is not nothing new, man. Again, the only reason is because your benefits, your privileges, your your freedom, okay, is being taken away from you. So this is this is Psalms 55 verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. So the words of Trump's mouth, they were smooth as butter, man. Real smooth. What country crock? Spread easy on that bread, man. Okay, his words is real smooth. You had one Edomite talking about, we voted you in to bring the noose back, to make America great, because that's what you wanted. You wanted freedom. You wanted what's the word I'm looking for? Salaki. You wanted basically backup and not to have the guilty conscience to be the racist pieces of shit that you are. Okay, so all Trump's were, we're gonna make America afraid. I'm tired I'm tired. We're winning, bang, bang. That's what Trump said. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play that again, man. I'm gonna grab that again and I'm gonna play that again. I played it on my other video yesterday. I'm gonna play that again for y'all again, man, because that was funny, man. This man got y'all in a trick bag, man. Okay, like I said earlier, man, Trump got you. He got your asses in the sling.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it.
Smooth
People
words.
are asking me, please,
Smooth words.
Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country.
Smooth
Until
words.
you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, you're going.
Trump supplanted you damn people, man. Okay, because again, in his mouth his words were smoother than butter. But what? But war was in his heart. So he always had in his agenda, because these presidents, man, are not elected, they're selected. It's already known, chosen who's going to be in office and what they're going to be set up to do. They're not doing their own will. They're puppets, man. So somebody has their hand up Trump's rectum, telling him what to do, guiding him what to do, and telling him what to say, man. Whether you believe it or not. And guess who it is? The people over there because Trump Trump converted to being a Jewish person. Okay? His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So he been lying to you. Left and right, lying to you, saying this and saying that, and y'all, but what, y'all people, y'all believe lies because that's all y'all tell is lies. Y'all believe that lies are the truth, and the truth is a lie. So even if he told y'all, look, I'm gonna get in the office and I'm gonna fuck everything up. I'm gonna do all this stuff for the Jewish people. You other Edomites, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Your privileges is gone, this and that. Y'all would think he would be lying when he's actually telling you the truth. But since he said he's gonna bring back the noose and do this and do that and that and this, we believe that. Hey man, you reap what you sow, man. I don't want to wrap this out, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the truth and say Aki and Akwa. So with that, I'm just gonna say Shalom.